Hi everybody, and welcome back to Borderlines. So I thought I'd speak to you all today in regards to house prices, and specifically because I spoke about it the other day and I upset a few people in the northwest of England. Okay, who would have thought of that? A southerner upsetting northerners. Now, when we spoke the other day, said because some people, and it's always been said, but if you live in the south of England, you know, this north-south divide, okay, and in some respects it's a real thing, and in other ways it's not. Now the fundamental thing is house prices in the south of England fundamentally are more expensive, and that's what comes with living near London. Big city, expensive city, most expensive city in Europe. We live near London, so things get more expensive. Okay, now when you look at the average house price in the north of England, it's around about £196,000. Okay, now that doesn't mean the whole of the north of England house prices are at that. You know, you can go to Bradford as an example, and you can get a house for under 100 grand. You could probably go to parts of Cheshire and Lancashire and pay, or Greater Manchester, and pay a damn sight more than that at parts of the northeast, which can be more expensive and cheaper. Okay, depending on where you're going and the postcode. Okay, so when we looked at it, we thought the reality is, if you are down south, yes, you get a higher house price, but wages are paid more. Okay, because you're at around about, on average, this isn't everybody, okay, but it's an average because you're going to be including London, okay, which is going to ramp the average wage up to around about, on average, £47,000 a year. Now, when you go to the north of England, the average salary drops by approximately £15,000 to around about 32 grand per year. Okay, and that doesn't mean everybody's on 32 grand. That's an average wage, because yes, you are going to have people on minimum wage who are only working part-time hours, okay, which is going to drop it. And I appreciate that when people come out to me and say, yeah, but in the north of England we don't earn anywhere near 32 grand. And I appreciate that. It's an average of what the average salary is in the north of England straight across. Okay, now the thing is it worth a person moving from the south of England to the north, which is what we spoke about the other day? Now, if you're the average person, you know, maybe you work in medicine or retail or whatever you do for your living, okay, no, it's not. Because if you're going to take a 15,000 pay cut, okay, and the average mortgage is approximately 20 years, you're going to lose approximately 300 grand if you take them averages. Okay, you could buy a whole house for that. Okay, what you're going to lose over the 20 years. Now, but if you flip that and say, for instance, you own your own business and you can operate your business from anywhere. Let's say, for instance, you're a content creator on YouTube or TikTok or any of those types of things. okay, or you run an online business at the end of the day, and it doesn't really matter where you run it from. Say, for instance, you're doing Amazon, but yet it does, because fundamentally you are going to pay, on average, lower house prices. And as many people have said to me, and I've got family that come from the north of England, specifically Yorkshire, okay, it's a better lifestyle. Even my father, who lived in the northeast for 10, 15 years, will say to me, it is a far better lifestyle living in the north of England than the south. Now, I hope this makes it up with some of the people that I've upset by saying it's so much cheaper. But when you take it as an average house prices, average wage, that's where it is. But like I say, if you're the average Joe, no, it doesn't pay to move up north, because you are going to be worse off than you are down in the south. Okay, so if anybody wants to make a comment and have a dig at me again, do feel free to. Okay, but for now, thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you again a bit later.